Hey everyone, Living in Furnace here, and I'm back here. Yes, we're still at the peak. I don't know why I said still. I am going to be returning up there because I'm going in a couple different directions, actually. I think actually this video. Again, in case you didn't notice or recognize it, this is post-commentary. Mostly because there's a lot of kind of downtime, a lot of just running around. I'm not going to get rid of... I'm not going to cut out all the walking around and all the cutscenes, but still, you know, just the interesting stuff stays in. The new stuff. Yes, what are you cooking? Well, yeah, actually it is burning. Okay. Alright. I don't know if there's like a quest with her or anything, but whatever. Now, this is an interesting shrine. There are a couple ways to go about it. In fact, maybe even three. The first time I did this, I did a way that I'm gonna show you in a minute. But first, there is a chest here. Really not hidden. Although there is another, so don't worry. There will be puzzling to be had. Might as well just wield my mop that I don't use that much, but I keep it around because it's good. It's my companion mop. Being that's another reference to Portal. It's in fact this room is actually kind of reminiscent of Portal in a way. Well, I guess like that game also has moving platforms like this, but plenty of games have those. Although it is pretty unique to have a shrine with a moving platform that's basically on the floor. Well, I can hit that, climb up there, blow that up. Ah, but I can't really get there. I think I did it before by having like different bombs and I don't know exactly how I did it, but I know I can get to this like the second top part by that some kind of weird machination. I got that arrow I shot. I guess if you just shoot it at the ground, not at an enemy, then you get to pick it up again. Yeah, there's a chest. Not really a puzzle, but it is somewhat more difficult to get to than just the one that's down there. Oh, we even have the puzzly variation of the music. I see I edited here because I was kind of stuck. I can freeze it. Can I pick it up? Yes, I can. And that's the similarity to Portal, or Portal 2, really. The Portal 2 has lasers that you can redirect. Have like a magnifying glass cube. The way I'm doing this is a way to do it, but I don't actually recommend it. I think the way you're supposed to do it, that isn't as slow as this. Yeah, I just remembered, oh hey, I should probably shoot that thing. So the idea is that you're supposed to pick up the laser cube or the laser shooter, which is very strange. It's kind of infinite laser somehow. But you're supposed to pick it up and put it on the moving platform so it goes back and forth, hitting the switch and hitting it again so these platforms move up and down. Instead, I go at it the slow route. There's the route that barely works, there's the slow route, and then there is the route you're supposed to do with the obvious moving platform. The one purpose of the moving platform. But hey, you know, stasis works out. Alright. There's a shrine. And we're back at this shrine. Yes, indeed. Because I think it's time to finally get to that tower. I like doing towers. You know, I'm done with this region. It's only going to cover the space that I went to in the desert. I think it's called the Wasteland. But I just like climbing towers, you know? I know that climbing towers is kind of a cliche at this point, especially with Ubisoft games, Assassin's Creed series, Far Cry series. But you know, it's just generally interesting, and you can see there is the tower, kind of far away. I better shield surf down. Don't want to freeze too much. There we go. Immediately, I get I cruise on down. And down we go. I think some of these rocks or these mesas are, well, at the same elevation as something else. I think the Guardian down there, oh, that one. So if a Guardian has all or maybe most of its legs, oh, that dun, it's a warning. So if a Guardian has pretty much like all of its legs, then it's a bad idea to be walking near it, because then it will activate. There are some areas also where Guardians are just already activated, crawling around, and they will find you. They will find you. And if they find you, they will shoot you. And if they shoot you, if you have like 4 hearts like I do, oh, you're toast. You're like irradiated toast. Now this is an interesting puzzle, because you got one of these block things. From this angle, the solution is pretty obvious. But if I went at it from a different angle, it might not have been so easy. Oh, I already got 5 of those. A few more, and I should probably hand them over to Hestu. I know that I have to bring him a good, well, quite a good lot to, you know, make him ready, for him to be ready to move on closer to the Korok forest, which is where they all come from. I guess the whole, like, Koroks taking the seeds thing is kind of contrived. It's like, oh, hey, well, you know, as to this magical big tree creature or sapling, you know, with a beard that's like that's a leaf. He just so happens to need some help. If the multitude of Koroks were not so mischievous, then you know he wouldn't really have a reason to help us out. Not like he's really necessary, I suppose. Although 4 weapon slots are kind of limiting, you know? Especially if you have to have a couple for elemental weapons and a guardian weapon. Going after the really tough tests of strength would be a real challenge. Now, this, I guess is big enough to be called a plateau rather than a mesa. I don't really know the difference. I just remembered, oh hey, these flat-topped rocks, or mountains, are called mesas. Except that I think they're smaller. So this space is where a guardian, I mean not a guardian, the divine beast, the camel thing that's making that sandstorm out there, that's where it would be sitting once you've cleared it out, you know, cleared its virus, I guess. I mean, everything's so technological in this game, it might as well be an virus. Now this is an interesting kind of puzzle. You have this sludge water. It might be the first time we've seen it, really. So the thing about, I guess, sludge was kind of an odd term. Sludge water. Is that things sink in it. And Link will sink in it. Link will sink, I think. He will sink in that drink. Don't call me a fink because I can think. For Link will sink in the drink. Except you really should not drink this stuff. Oh dear. Getting waist deep. So gross. Maybe, okay, stand on there, okay. Alright, hop onto it. Oh no, oh, there you go. Link sank in the drink. Might as well cry on us. Cryonis is basically like the best way to go across water bodies of water, but I feel like it's kind of unfair, you know? Like, I think it might have been possible to just use the magnesis with the cubes, but I pretty much used them all, and they just kind of scattered around because I was just rather haphazard. So, Wasteland Tower, here we are. It's one of those towers that doesn't have a bunch of steps all around. I don't know what to call that sludge water besides sludge water. Quicksand? It's not really sandy. Clay? I don't know. Clay tends to be more solid than that, I think. Yeah, I don't know. Mud? I mean, usually mud, there isn't that much mud, but I guess if you're in like a, what's it called? A rainforest, it might be like, there might be that much mud, come to think of it. Yeah, I think that's the term. Mud ponds. And so ends this mud pond. I think there's actually another one, another tower in the mud. A giant stick in the mud. But it's different. It's different. And there we have it. All that space with all those shrines is finally cleared up. I think there's one I missed. Oh well.